تمام جدا.
اوكي، قولوا لي الدنيا معاكم عامله ايه؟ طمنوني عليكم.
بس ما في البداية بس عايزة أتكلم، عايزة يعني أشكرك جدا جدا جدا.
I have done nothing, honey.
No, you are doing great. I'm one of your followers since 2019, I think. I want to say that you were the first person who opened the gate for me to know about professional development. At this time, I was preparing a professional diploma, the first step for the master degrees and so on. And I was doubting what I'm doing. Is it okay? I'm wasting the time or what? At this time, you were talking about, you were preparing how to present demos and so on. So you were preparing your mocks on YouTube. So it influenced me. Oh, that's the message, and that's where we're going to get from. So I'd like to thank you for your motive, and you're doing more than great, more than you can imagine.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. I'm really happy to meet you in 2021, you know.
Yes.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I am so happy to meet you all, everyone. I think some of you were with me in the conversation club at 12 o'clock, right? I see some familiar names, and I'm really happy to meet you again. Okay, so let me tell you briefly, if this is your first time to attend the English Teachers Club, welcome you all. And what we basically do in this club is quite different from the conversation club. We're not taking English here. This is the time for your questions. If you have any questions related to the English teaching field and you think I can help you with these questions, you can ask me. If any of you has a demo that you'd like to present to us and get feedback, please feel free to do this. We can have one demo per time. We only have 1 hour together, so please squeeze it, you know, like get the best out of it if you can. You can get, we can have like one question from everyone and then we take another round again. But first, let me ask you, anyone has a demo that you'd like to present? Anyone? Anybody? Anybody would like to present a demo? No demos. اوكي، ما ترجعوش بقى تشتكوا وتقولوا عايزين نعمل ديمو وناخد فيدباك والجو دوت، عشان خاطر ايه؟ ما يعني ادينا عاملين الكلاب عشان الديموز and you're not doing it. ف don't make me ابكتكوا. اوكي. All right. Hello.
Yeah, I'm Miss Dua. Sorry, I just joined the meeting, but I have something to do, so I can't do that. But just give me 5 minutes if you have, if anyone can start, no problem. But I have one, I can do that.
All
just
right.
5 minutes.
Okay, that's great. All right. So
I joined the meeting because I'm in a hurry. I want to join. The last time I couldn't do that, but for now I want to do that. But I have to pray first. Just 5 minutes.
All right. Okay. All right. Pray and come back.
Yeah. Now.
All right, so we have for Ms. Dua, she's going to be presenting a demo, alhamdulillah, all right. Now, who would like to ask any question related to the field of English teaching until Ms. Dua comes? You can ask questions.
I have one question, please.
All right.
Okay, so actually I've graduated 2 years ago. So I worked for 1 year as a co-teacher, and the second year, which was last year, they promoted me to be an English teacher.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I just have a problem with classroom management as a fresh graduate for sure. And I have one problem with those who are so bored. Like I really hate to see a student in front of me who is so bored and so sleepy, and I feel like so horrible because I can't do anything. And I try to make my session like funny, but sometimes I feel like I can't because I have a curriculum and I have a plan that I have to follow, and we have lots of written work to do. So I just feel like it's out of my hand, and I have to be like a little bit boring because this is a class and this is a curriculum, and I don't know what should I do. Like, it's not a course to be able to do whatever I want.
Okay, all right. So let's divide your question. You had like 2 questions. The first one is related to classroom management. Wafa, I don't know if you know about Tefashit channel or not, but we have like
I already watched the hacks, only the hacks of classroom management.
okay, we have like other 6 courses, I think, in about classroom management, starting from what is classroom management until how to deal with the troublemakers, the different activities you can do inside the class, different, you know, like the hacks course. So you can check them. And we also have like a small exam on it with a small certificate on the channel. You can do it.
I did it yesterday.
That's amazing. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you about the score. So
91.
you what?
91.
91. That's really nice. That's really nice. The exam is really simple. But it would be really great if you can watch the other courses on classroom management. I think they will give you some like tips and tricks on how to deal with the different troublemakers, because when you're talking about the sleepy student or the bored student or these kinds of students, you will find how to deal with them in the course related to how to deal with troublemakers. So you can check this one and let me know what you found out, okay? And the second thing is that we don't really have to do all activities all the time, like you know, in every minute inside the class, because there are some students who really need to sit down in a quiet place and take notes and, you know, like get the time to grasp the information that they are listening to. So it's not about how boring or how happy or how excited they are inside the class. The question is, are they bored, or do you imagine that they are bored? Because there is a difference here. You might feel, for example, one student sitting like this and they are a little bit, you feel that their eyes are a little bit sleepy. So is he sleepy because he did not sleep, or he is sleepy because the class is, you know, the teacher is monotonous, or there are absolutely no activities inside the class? We really need to find out the real reason behind it. So don't treat yourself so harshly. You're still in the beginning, so take your time. You will know, let's say that you have like 45 minutes class, so maybe you can have like every 10 or 15 minutes a game, an energizer. You will learn about energizers from the course of types of activities in the classroom management section. So you can, like, every 15 minutes you can do something, an activity or an energizer that will make the students like stay a little bit awake, but not necessarily every minute, because you will find other students who will not be able to understand anything if the class is all about games. You know what I mean, Yohan?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. So first, watch the videos, okay? And send me a message telling me, like, if you watched them, if there's something not clear and you need to ask about it. And just like have every 15 minutes or every 20 minutes an activity that will help the students, you know, be energized, or something related to the curriculum you're teaching. Do it as an activity, like a board rush. They have to stand up, do something, you know, with their body, like run or just have some fun. It doesn't have to be like so many games. It could be like 1, 2, 3 games per class if you don't have enough time. يعني ما لا يدرك كله لا يترك كله. You know, like if you don't have time for having lots of activities, you can just have like 2 or 3 activities or 1 activity per class according to how things will go. Okay.
I think when I do like activities like this, I started to, all of them started to say, what about me? I didn't do it. Please choose me. So even if I want to do like one activity, like.
All right, so maybe group work in the activities will be a little bit better, so that you can make sure to include everybody in the class, not individual activities not only fun individual activities, you can have fun group work activities. We have a course called Cooperative Language Learning on the channel. You can learn about how to divide the class into teams, okay? And just make them work together to do something fun, okay? So,
Okay,
so if you have like 30 students inside the class and every time you only select 5 to do something fun, the others might feel a little bit frustrated. But if you have 30 students inside the class and you divide them into like 6 or 7 groups, and all of the groups are working on something fun, like maybe doing a puzzle or having a competition or anything, this will include more people along, you know?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Okay, we can have another question. Who would like to ask a question until Ms. Dot gets ready with her demo?
Can I ask one?
Yes, sure.
It's not related much with the demo, but it's related in teaching ways or in teaching teaching part.
All right.
Which I work online as an online teacher.
Okay.
I teach courses, not curriculum,
Okay.
like courses. So now I wanna study the CELTA.
Okay.
But still my level not good enough.
All right. So you're saying that you have taken the CELTA, you finished the course of the CELTA, and you still.
I want to study it.
You want to
prefer
study?
to take it. Yes.
Okay. And you feel your level is not good enough for what? Like your English language or teaching?
Yes, in general part of English. I mean, my level is B1. So I try to improve it, but I still not good enough.
Okay, all right. That's your question, or would you like to add something more?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to English, we all need to learn English all the time, especially that we are English teachers. So we have a video on the channel on like how to learn English, okay? And you don't just have, like if you're going to take a course or whether you are taking a course or not, you really need to study English on your own. Like there has to be like 30 minutes or 1 hour of your day, you're doing something related to English forever, not just for a certain amount of time. So you can listen to TED Talks, you can attend our conversation club. We try to do it on a weekly basis as much as we can nowadays. And this is for you to practice, get feedback on the language. If you're going to take a course, make sure that you're going to choose a course where you're going to speak, and not just to speak, but also to study all of the other skills. Because as English teachers, we need to be good in all of the skills as much as we can, like reading, listening, speaking, writing, and we need to get feedback on the language. Because the feedback, whether we're taking an English course or a teaching course, the feedback is the most important part of the game, you know, like what's the point of me speaking in English all the time, but no one is really telling me if I'm making mistakes or not? And what's the point of taking a teaching course and making a demo and no one is telling me if my demo needs to change, or should I change a certain step or not? So whatever course you're going to choose, just make sure that you're going to get feedback. And the second thing is that you need to dedicate a part of your day every day for English. Maybe today you're going to read something, tomorrow you're listening to something, the third day you're going to attend our conversation club, the fourth day you're taking a course with somebody, and so on. So by time, it's not going to be like a short time. After some time, quite long enough, you will start to find that your level will get better. And something else I'd like to draw your attention to is that the better you get in English, the less you might feel that you are really getting better, or you're getting better faster. Because if you're a beginner, you go to a course, you get out from the first session, you feel like, wow, I learned 30 new words today. But later on, the better you get, you start to feel like, yeah, I'm getting less vocabulary. Because now you're in the stage of putting this vocabulary into sentences and constructing sentences. So when you reach this stage, when you feel that the progress is getting less, despite that you're putting lots of effort, don't give up the hope. This is when you are actually doing a good job. You know what I mean?
Yes, Miss Bisma, thank you.
You're most welcome. Anyone has a question? Question. Anybody has a question? No, we got like around 17 people here and no one has any question? Hello?
Everything's clear.
All right, okay. You don't have any questions about the field of English teaching, Yagada?
Yes, can I ask a question, please?
Sure, yes. Please do.
I took last year a diploma in teaching to complete a master, but sometimes I feel that it's useless and it can't help me in finding a job that I see now. So I can take courses or complete in masters. I get confused and I see it's a waste of time and money and don't know what I should do now. Get courses, a lot of courses that will help me to find a good job, or complete my master and waste time and efforts.
Okay. All right. Would you like to add something more, Yagada?
No, that's it.
All right. Thank you so much for your question. How you feel is really valid point. So let me tell you something, guys. It's not just one way to reach what you want, okay? So it's not masters versus courses, or should we be taking paid courses or free courses? Should I be working directly to get experience even without reading a book, or should I be reading and studying first and then I go and apply for jobs? So it doesn't go like this. Every one of us, they have like a certain path different from the other, okay? So for me, I was doing my postgraduate diplomas, I did my preparation for masters, and then I wanted to change into something else. So I quit them because I found something else that is more better in my case. I have other friends who are taking the road of like masters and PhD, and they are doing an excellent job in it, okay? But that's what's good for them, okay? So for us as teachers, what should we do to get more job opportunities? And this will be the objective for us, right? So we have different objectives. Some people want to be having more money. Some people want to have a prestigious job in a big institution, but not necessarily a lot of money. Some people want to, their objective is to work at home, because maybe it's a mom, she has kids, or maybe it's someone who cannot move a lot because of any issue that would prevent them from standing for a long time or go into different places. So the first question we need to ask ourselves, what is your objective? Where do you want to go? You know, like Alice in Wonderland, when she met the cat in the forest, and she asked the cat where to go, and the cat asked her, where do you want to go? And then she said, anywhere. And then the cat told her, like, then any path will take you where you want to go. So you need to ask yourself, where do you want to go? I know that this might seem like an interview question, like, where do you want to be after 5 years from now? But I just want you to have this question of mind, because when you think about it, you will start to know your target, your objective. Just like we're teachers, we have our ILOs inside the class, our intended learning outcomes, our objectives. So it's in the same way we deal with each other, or for our own path. I want, maybe, you know, like, let's say that I have an issue, I cannot stand for a long time. So this means this problem that I have, then my target after 2 years or 3 years or 5 years from now, I'll be teaching online from home. Maybe my target is, I really like fame. I want to be very famous. Okay, so this will be my objective, that I will be famous. Or maybe I want to have lots and lots of money. So this is my objective. Then when I know my objective, what I want, I can start to think, where or how am I going to reach this goal? So let's say that someone is a mother and she might be expecting a baby, or she's going to have kids and she needs to work, all right? So maybe the best case scenario for her will be online teaching, okay? So now we know where she wants to go. She wants to become an online teacher. Now we have two roads. She either works with institutes who are working online, okay, or she's going to be a freelancer. When she decides whether she wants this or that or both of them, then we can start taking steps. We can find out these institutions. Do they want postgraduate studies, or do they want like courses, or do they want someone who is keen on their professional development regardless of a piece of paper, for example? Now this is a case. Now let's say someone else wants to work in a university in Egypt, or in the country you're living in, or in a different country, okay, abroad. Then we're going to check which road is going to take us there, okay? So let's say, Ghada, you were the one who was asking the question, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's say, Ghada, you want to work as a professor in one of the countries, in one of the universities, in one of the countries somewhere, okay? So right now, if this is your objective, and by the way, there is no scenario better than the other. All scenarios are amazing. We're all educators and teachers, whether we're teaching kids or adults, girls or boys, we are teachers. This is a great job. So you're going right now to go to check the universities you want to work in abroad, okay, and check the job posting they have on different websites like LinkedIn, WhatsApp, or any of these places. And you're going to find out that they always ask for master's and PhD. Because you want to go and work in this university, then you're going to decide to continue your master's and PhD. Now, someone else, let's say Nurhan wants to become the most reputable and most famous teacher in the country or in the world or whatever, okay? So Nurhan is going to check how she's going to reach this. So maybe she will find out that any kind of certificate is not going to take her to this goal. So what is going to take her to this goal? Maybe professional development and skills and the branding. So this is the steps that she's going to be working on, because now if she got a course, or if she got master's, or if she got PhD, it's not going to make her having more clients or to be more well-known in front of people. Someone else, let's say Muhammad wants to like work, he wants to have like a work-life balance where he's working from home, okay, and he can travel to different places. He can be working this week from Cairo, next week from Sharm, third week from Al-Gharda'a. So he's going to, this is his objective, so he's going to take the road of online teaching and freelancing. So this is where he's going to learn the skills of online teaching and branding and apply for certain jobs in different institutions. So Ghada, it doesn't really, if you feel that the time that you're having in the postgraduate studies is irrelevant to what you want in skills, the time and effort you're spending, you're not going to get anything from it, then maybe it's time to change your path. عشان بيبقى في ناس أحيانا كده اللي هو they are spending lots of time in something, they are not going to get skills, they are not going to take money, they are not going to get anything. So they will feel frustrated and they will feel that they are wasting lots of time. So whether you're going to continue in that road or not, you have to see what you're getting from. In business, there's something called return on investment, ROI, okay? When you put your money, when you invest in a business, that you ask yourself, what I'm putting in this business, what I'm investing, how am I going to get it back? I'm going to put my time, my effort, my money in this path. What am I going to get out of it? If I'm going to put it in master's and PhD, am I going to get better opportunities? Am I going to get higher salary? Am I going to get opportunities in the country or outside the country? So it's the same for the courses. I know someone who attended a consultation session with me before, and she wanted to take a very expensive course in teaching only because she wanted to, like in front of her kids, she wants to feel reputable that she's a great educator, but her kids will never really understand the point of this course. So the course she's going to take is going to be like not really going to get her to this goal. Okay, so we need to find a different plan for her to reach this target. So you really need to find out first, where do you want to go?
Ms. Basma?
Thanks for referring to you,
I
Ms.
have a
Basma.
question.
Okay, let's first confirm, Ghada, that you heard me and now you
Yes,
got my
yes.
point.
Yes, thanks, Ms. Basma.
You're most welcome. All right. So we got Raga, you want to ask about
Okay,
something.
I have one question or two in one, if I can say.
Okay. All right.
How to teach vocabulary and speaking to young learners in a creative way. How to engage the kids with you to have fun inside the class.
Okay. So
How can I make this balance? Okay. How can I make balance between fun and teaching at the same time?
all right. So I think this will mean that you will have to check our YouTube channel, because we have different courses related to this. We got a course on how to teach vocabulary. We got courses on early childhood education, and we got courses on activities, and we got in the part of online teaching some videos related, like some tips related to certain applications and websites that you can do to create more fun inside the class, whether you're teaching online or offline. So you're gonna need to check these courses, Raga, and let me know if you got any questions after watching the course. Okay?
Okay, thanks a lot, Ms. Basma.
Most welcome. All right, anyone would like to ask any question?
I just want to say something concerning the last question or the previous one concerning, I took a lot of courses and I have nothing, okay? I don't get the benefit. So I just want to just say that work smart, not hard. If you just know your weaknesses, just know what you want to do. For example, you take a course about, you just take conversation course, but this is away from your target. So this is waste of time and you will get nothing. You will say, oh, I just waste my money, waste my time for nothing. No, you just didn't, as you said, Miss Basma, you just get the wrong way to do that. So just work smart, not hard. Not just to study a lot and that's it. No, you can just take 5 minutes a day, and this is better for you than 1 month just going to take this course and you have nothing at the end. That's it.
Thank you so much for this added value point. Thank you so much, Ms. Dayat, for that. Okay, so anyone would like to ask one more question before the meeting disconnects, and then we will come back for Ms. Dayat's demo. So the meeting will disconnect in 8 minutes. So if you have any question that we can answer before we come back for Ms. Dayat's demo. Anyone wanna?
Yes.
Yes.
I asked you on your Facebook page about how do you use your puppets within the class.
Yes.
I saw a photo of you.
Yeah.
Using.
Yes.
I want to know how do you use them and why.
And why? عشان أنا تافهة. That's why, you know. Okay, I'll tell you something. How do I use the puppets? I will try to make like a video on that. But mainly, sometimes maybe I use them to tell a story. Okay. But instead of me telling the story, maybe it is the puppet that will be saying the story. I'm not really good in changing my voice. However, I try. All right. And some other times I can make it like a conversation, especially if I'm teaching some people who are a little bit shy and they don't want to talk to me. So instead of they are talking to me, they will be talking to the puppet and the puppet will be talking back to them. All right. I just use it for fun. Sometimes I just give it to the students themselves because I'm not really a fun teacher inside the class, to be frank. So what I do is that I rely on others' ability to be humorous. Okay, so I give it to the students and I ask them, for example, to tell a story or to make a role play, and I give each team the puppets, and then they start to create the conversation like the puppets are talking instead of them talking. So they will be talking instead of the puppets, you know, as if they are the puppets. So this is another way I just do it. It's not like, you know, the most creative ideas out there, but I just try to change the routine inside of my classes as much as I can. Because even if I'm teaching adults, even adults need to have fun every now and then, especially if they are coming from work, they have their families, they have their problems. So let's say that I'm a little bit bold in allowing the people to feel a little bit childish inside the class.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, most welcome. Okay, so we still have 5 minutes before this meeting stops. So who would like to ask a question?
Okay, Miss Basma, I just want to ask, if I have a student and he is uncontrollable, but I just want to, I teach him with all the different ways that any teacher can do that, and the same results. He also is playing and he doesn't care about the class. So what can I do with him? What should I do?
Okay, so let me just make sure that I understand your question because there's like the sound got disconnected a little bit at the end. So you're saying that you have an uncontrollable student inside the class, right?
Yeah.
And you want to do what with him?
He just is not caring about the class, and this is not something about that I'm not using different ways with them. No, I did. Okay.
Okay.
I delivered the information with every different way that any teacher can do. Okay. With activities, with games, with just to cut the lesson with something, to ask him about his interests, to see if I can do that with one of his ways, but everything doesn't work with them.
Okay.
So what can I do with this, or with these kinds of students?
All right, so let me ask you something. How would you define that he or she is uncontrollable? Uncontrollable inside the class?
Oh, because yeah, he's in front of me. I can see him just wasting his time. Okay.
How would you define
moving
that?
A lot.
Okay, he moves a lot. Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is a class that has other people, or it's a one-to-one class?
Sorry?
Is it a class that he's in the middle of other students, or he's alone in this class? It's a one-to-one.
No, he's alone, and it's online. He's alone.
All right. So, okay. He is uncontrollable. Like you find him, he moves a lot because he has a certain disease or a psychological challenge.
I think. Yeah, I think that he has كهرباء زيادة.
Okay, all right. No problem.
Yeah. By the way, I appreciate any students. Even I'm teaching to a girl. She is like from the disabilities children, and I appreciate these students, these kind of students. I'm always encouraging, saying, yeah, you are doing great. Now you're able to do that, and so on. But this students, he's aware of what he's doing. He's just not caring about the class because he wants to play, to waste his time. I think he thinks that this is something good to make the teacher nervous. Yeah. I think sometimes he intends to do that to me. I'm trying to be patient, but sometimes, I get
This seems
crazy.
like a very smart student.
Yeah, for sure. I know that he's wasting. I talked to his mother. I said that I know he's doing great. I know that he knows the letters better. He can write down the words and he can read, but he intends to waste his time and he think that this is something great. Oh yeah, I'm a hero now to do that.
Good.
A hero to get my teacher crazy. Yeah.
Good.
So I don't know what I should to do with this student.
Absolutely nothing. Enjoy it. There is absolutely really. It's a game.
I just feel that it's haram to waste his time in this way.
No, honey, it's not like this. Every student they have different needs from one another. Okay, so the step that you're going to take with each student is going to be a little bit different. So with some students, for example, I push really hard. I actually can make them cry. I can drive them crazy because we have a certain target. This target could be like they have a certain scholarship they need to apply for and they need to really get high scores. Okay. Another student, they might be having a huge issue with their self-confidence, all right? So what I do is that like I just support them in every step along the way, whether it's a big step or a small step, okay? With this kind of students who might be having other kind of challenges that affect their behavior, this is like a physical challenge, a psychological challenge. So if you want to drive us crazy and this is like a game for them and they are aware that this is the game, so then this means that for us to win this game is sometimes to let them win, okay, or sometimes to ignore what we see or like we pretend that there is absolutely no problem. So I have some students who really try to drive me crazy and they mean it and they are adults and they are absolutely okay, right? And I'm just like cool about it. Like, you know, whatever they want to do inside the class. Some of them were like singing